Didn't think there was going to be a lot of Warhammer news today, but it turns out there is. Got some information on the CFO, which is kind of telling. A lot of stock's been dumped. What does she see that no one else is seeing? But as you know, the community right now is in some turmoil. A lot of fan sites jumping right on the mainstream bandwagon, as you can see from BOS. Talked about this yesterday. They put this article out. There's a real article. Warhammer 40K, only bigots hate female custodies. Then there was this gem I saw today. This is another fan site, I'm guessing. War Gamer. They dropped this article 10 months ago, just showing you that there's been a problem with this community for a while. Saying, I'll play Warhammer 40K when the LGBTQ 9721 folks can feel safe in it. And then there's this piece of news. Games Workshop CFO sells 2/3 of her shares amid growing Warhammer boycott. Now this is pretty significant. Almost $1 million in stock. It came to, Rachel Tung, the CFO of Games Workshop, that's Chief Financial Officer, sold 2/3 of her stake in the company worth approximately $865,000 as hobbyists have begun canceling their Warhammer Plus subscriptions and have indicated they will boycott the company. So this is pretty big. She's also stepping down. Is another thing that I should point out here. She's leaving the company. Not sure why or what's going on there, but the dumping of the stock, I think, itself is pretty significant. We've seen this before. Like with Disney, Bob Iger dumped most of his stock. You know, what's he see? He's not leaving the company, though, but him and a lot of people on the board dumped their stock. I wonder who else is going to dump their stock from Games Workshop. Almost like they're expecting big problems in the future. So this isn't the sign of a healthy company when you have people on the board dumping their shit. Why she's leaving, I don't know. But pretty telling that just because you leave doesn't mean you got to dump your stock, right? You don't have to sell it. You can keep it. But she's like, I don't want any of that shit. Get it out of here. Almost $1 million worth of stock gone. So I think this is pretty significant. You've got this boycott going on. You've got a lot of people in the community mad. A lot of tourists coming in, trying to demand changes, praising changes, people that aren't going to support this or buy this. It's telling when a company would rather please the tourist than people that dump significant amounts of money into the company. Because as I've discussed before and with other people that play these things, building a Warhammer army is not cheap. It is quite costly. Having an income is kind of important if you want to be a Warhammer player. You have to buy these armies. You also have to invest time in them. You've got to buy product and spend time. So money and time, two of the biggest commodities that people have. And, a lot of these people that are praising this shit will never sit down and build and paint an army. So here's what they're saying here. A lot of this is information that we've already gone over, but this is what I want to talk about right here. Since this retcon and subsequent gaslighting, numerous Warhammer players, hobbyists, and enthusiasts have announced they have canceled their Warhammer Plus subscriptions and will boycott Games Workshop going forward. Amid this controversy and boycott, the Business Desk reports that Tung reduced her stake in the Nottingham-based company by 2/3 after the share sale at an average price of 94.893 euros per share. Not only does Tung's sale come amid a boycott, but it comes months after it was revealed in the company's half-year report that she resigned from the company back in the yearly report in January, the 23 through 24 half-yearly report. She's still there now. She's leaving in September. Also, after 27 years with the group and 9 years on the board, Rachel Tung has informed the board that she does not propose to offer herself for re-election as Chief Financial Officer at the next AGM in September 2024. Rachel will continue her role working as an integral part of the team to ensure a smooth transfer of responsibilities to her successor. Rachel is amazing, and she will be missed enormously. It was added Rachel will step down from the board at the 2024 AGM and will leave the group in January 2025 and will be commencing a search for her successor immediately. Game Workshop's stock price has declined nearly 5% since the beginning of the year. However, it's up nearly 142.81% over the last 5 years. Since 2007, the stock price has increased nearly by 2,000%. What do you think of Tung sharing 2/3 of her shares in the midst of, I think, selling 2/3? I think that's a typo, but so that is what's going on. That's the latest, and it's interesting. So you've got somebody that's been on the board for a long time leaving. I wonder, are there disagreements here between her and some of the other people saying, hey, I'm looking at this and I'm not liking what we're seeing in the community. I think we're going down a wrong path. And they're saying, oh, no, we like what's going on here. Maybe you need to go. We'll never know. Unless one of them goes rogue and comes out and leaks shit. But I'm going to guess we'll never know the real reasoning. And I think it's interesting that the chief financial officer is pretty much saying, I'm out, dumping everything, and getting the hell out of Dodge. So we'll see what happens, but it's not looking good for Games Workshop, I can tell you that. Anyway, what are your thoughts on this? I'd like to hear from you in the comments. Also, if you would, please like, subscribe, share the video. Make sure you're still subscribed. Hit that notification bell, and we'll see you on the next one. Peace. Make sure to check out my locals. There's a link in the description. It's a fun community that I'm trying to build over here. If you don't want to support me on YouTube, you can come over here. None of that money goes to YouTube. You also can just come over here for free. But if you are a supporter over here, I do plan on doing an extra live stream once a month and throwing links to the supporters so you can actually come on and have a supporter live stream with me. Also, it's a good place to catch all of my content. You don't have to worry about notifications like YouTube. They'll definitely work over here. So come check out my locals.